Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Will and welcome to Copper Jacket TV. So this is definitely not the video that I was planning on making today. But after I saw this, it struck me as so outrageous. There was no way I was not going to make a video about it and share it with you and hopefully get your feedback. And this is coming out of the state of California, which is saying something. Today, we're going to be talking about a CCW ban on lights, lasers, and red dots. You guys are not going to want to miss this one, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So like I said in the beginning, this is about as outrageous as it gets. And coming from California, that's definitely saying something. This is one that I'm hoping you guys will jump down in the comment section and leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts about this, because it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around it. As a matter of fact, it's still hard for me to wrap my head around this one. So if you know, in the state of California, each particular sheriff or each county of each sheriff determines their rules for concealed carry and what people are allowed to carry, so forth. Before the Bruin decision, they were even allowed to decide if anybody was allowed to carry. It was sort of like this shall issue and may issue regime kind of mixed together. And one county would issue permits and one county would not issue permits. Sort of like Riverside and Los Angeles, places like that. You never knew exactly what you were going to get. But again, it was up to each sheriff of each county to make those rules and regulations. It was this patchwork across the state. Well, there is a county in the state of California right now that is banning red dots, lights, and lasers on your concealed carry handguns, which to me is absolutely nutty. Now, I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to show you exactly what the rules are here, what the regulations and exactly what they ban, because there's actually a long list of things that they won't allow you to have, including those three things. And then you guys guess down in the comment section which county you think that is. I'll tell you right afterwards. So let's take a look at the list. Now, as you look at this list, try and keep in mind that these are not proposed rules. These are not rules that they're considering implementing. These are the rules as they exist today. So anybody attempting to get their permit would have to follow these rules. If they don't, then their permit could get denied. If they don't follow these rules after getting their permit, then their permit can be revoked. Now, I want to thank my friend Costas Morris for bringing this to light. This comes directly from the sheriff's website, where it says the office of the sheriff allows the CCW license holder to list two weapons on the permit. The applicant must be the recorded owner of the weapons. Permits are issued to a person, but only for specific firearms. The weapons on the permit are reported to the DOJ, and that's the California Department of Justice. The following are the parameters regarding approved weapons. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Prohibited firearms include any single action only firearms. So forget about it right there. All of those are off the table. This includes any semi-automatic handgun made by any manufacturer built on the Colt 1911 configuration. So forget about it. For anybody that wants to carry a 1911, it's not going to happen under this county sheriff. In contrast, semi-automatics which fire the first round double action, but successive rounds in single action are acceptable. Now, it also says prohibited firearms include Derringers and any Derringer variant. Now, here is where it gets really spicy, and this is the part where I have a hard time wrapping my head around it. It says firearms with attached laser sights, flashlights, red dots, and sighting systems are not acceptable. Glow-in-the-dark or luminescent sights are acceptable. And after that, the list goes on to tell you what you're allowed to have, and let me assure you, it is a much shorter list. Now, even though I can't wrap my head around any of those requirements at all, the ones that I can't wrap my head around the most would be the ban on lights, lasers, and red dots. These are all devices, all tools designed to assist you in identifying a target and making sure that you only hit that target, which is extremely important, especially when it comes to carry. You do not want collateral damage. You want to make sure that you are as safe as possible. And having them remove aiming assist devices like that is just mind-blowing to me. You know, a red dot makes things a lot easier for a lot of people. You put the dot where you want it, that's where it's gonna go, right? You have a light, which allows you to illuminate your target, allows you to see what is around your target and beyond your target. it is a safety device at least, right? So it allows you to identify, it allows you to verify, it allows you to see your surroundings and what else might be in the picture so that you can take the proper action. And then the laser obviously allows you to get on target quicker. And so you have these 3 devices that could be very, very helpful to somebody while they're out there using their permit, and those are banned. Those 3 things are banned, which is insane to me. Now, I'm curious if anybody's guessed the county yet. It's not one that we talk about all the time, but it is one that we've talked about in the past. It's a county that has a pretty good population. Nearly 1.2 million people currently live under these regulations, which is nuts to me. And again, I want your feedback on this one. I want to know what you guys think about this because it seems completely counterproductive. But the county that we're talking about today is Contra Costa County, which is just east of like San Francisco. It's like East Bay area. So again, 1.2 million people, East Bay, that live under these CCW regulations. Now, for anybody thinking maybe this is just the norm in California, that's just the way it is, let me assure you that that's not just the way it is. If we were to compare that county to, let's say, Los Angeles County with a population of over 10 million people, where they were not issuing permits to anybody unless you were maybe a retired judge or retired law enforcement or something like that, until after the Supreme Court's Bruin decision where they were forced to do so, they don't have any requirements like that. Yes, you have the same requirements. They have to be registered in your name. That it has to be registered with the Department of Justice. And there are some other requirements, but they don't ban dots. They don't ban lights. They don't ban single action. They don't ban 1911s. None of that stuff. And we're talking about LA County. Again, this is a county who would do anything to not to not have to give you a permit. And they don't even have restrictions like that. So this place goes above and beyond to make sure that even if you are able to get a permit, you're going to carry something that is stock out of the box and it's exactly what they say it is. Even if you change it later, right? So you get something that's out of the box, it gets approved up there, right? East Base area, you got your permit and you're moving around. And you decide to change something about it later on down the road. Let's say 6 months after you get your permit, you decide to change something that you didn't like. That can get your permit revoked by simply changing it after the fact. So it's just wild. It's absolutely crazy. And I wanted to share that with you guys today because, again, 1.2 million people are living under this as of right now. And that's bigger than the population of some states. So anyway, wanted to share that with you. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Y'all have a great day.